Welcome, friends. I'm Naomi Fida. Thank you for joining me this Friday morning. So this is my second time trying to do a business Friday. So I don't know about you, but if you love to sew, have you ever thought, wow, I would like to be able to earn some money from that? And where do you start? What's out there? What are the options that are out there? And so, again, it depends on your purpose. My purpose was to be able to stay at home with my kids and to work from home. Um, so, whether you want to work full time or just work from home, maybe supplementing a family income while your kids are young, there's so many options. So, typically, when I think of sewing businesses, I think of two sets. There's either a service based business or product based business. So, a product based business would mean you're making things ahead of time to sell them. I know someone who makes things at home and then sells them at craft shows or other events locally as well as online. Or you could just have a product business that is selling online only, like Etsy or something else. There's such a wide variety when it comes to sewing of what you can make to sell. The list is literally endless. And it could be that you're making things to upcycle them and sell them, or making them um, for purposes of sustainability and saving clothing, and you can use that as a market. But there's that product-based business where you're pretty much investing the money upfront and then you're selling the products. Or there's a service-based business, which is what you're doing something that somebody else needs. So I did attempt to do some product-based business at the beginning and realized that just for my personality, I actually didn't like it. I would I would prefer to serve someone, have them come to me and say, "This is what I need," and make it for them. And so I really have fallen in love with that over the years. In my business, I started out really not knowing what kind of clothes people were going to bring me, but it was just clothing alterations um, and repairs, and so all sorts of hems and zippers. And I did some custom clothing at the beginning and found that I really, really did not like that. So I did not like making custom clothing for people. I've also done work for other businesses that needed sewing done. So um, they would, contact me because they saw my name out there as a local sewist in a sewing business. Um, One that I did for probably about a year, so this was as I was growing my own business. I worked for a company that made motorcycle tire warmers. It sounds really funky. That was interesting. And they would pay me by the piece. So I had to assemble these tire warmers. They had other people sewing, but they just needed some extras done for a season. So rather than having an in-house seamstress, they were paying me um, to do that. And I've done work for a couple people that were just trying to prototype something and get it up on the market. And then another lady who was selling like bags at a craft show and placemats. But those things were not my favorite to do. But it was something that you never know what might be out there, because I've definitely gotten quite a lot of calls for that over the years. And at this point, I turn them down just because I have enough business. But there's so much out there, and once you start putting your name out there, you'd be surprised at what you can find and how you really can make a living sewing from home. And then, of course, there's like seeing clients, like I do, where you're seeing clients, you're tailoring their clothes. And, now I've definitely moved into the bridal niche a little bit more. I still try and remain faithful to some of the clients that have come to me for a really long time, since I've been in business for 16 years. I like to really serve them well and not drop those people that have been so loyal to me over the course of my business. And then I also do a lot of fitted slipcovers, which is something that just kind of fell in my lap. Somebody asked. I think my first one was about 13 years ago. Someone asked, and my husband actually was like, "Yeah, sure, she can do that." And I didn't know what I was doing, but then I really came to like them. So people do have a lot of cushions they want new covers made for patio furniture, dining room chair cushions, and those are like smaller, and then they want the whole slipcover done. So that's a whole nother market. And just developing that and kind of like thinking about what you like. But there's so much out there. I've actually created a downloadable resource for you. I'm going to link that in the show notes so you can grab that and just help you begin to process, well, if I want a product-based business or service-based business, what are the pros and cons of that, and how does it fit my personality?
Thank you for watching. You can shop tutorials and classes on my website, naomifeda.net. Be sure to like and subscribe. And as always, may God sow his love into your heart today.